Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. I have my hands on the Chanel Fall 2022 makeup collection. This is extensive, it's beautiful. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. As you know, I have my one-on-one beauty consulting service. This is where you get the chance to meet me and pick my brain about any beauty concern you have. So if you've picked up any new makeup recently and you can't make it work for some reason, go ahead and book a session with me and we can work on it and break it down and make it work for you. Okay, so the Chanel Fall collection, I took notes because I have a lot to say here. There's a lot going on. So if we look at photos online here, I found some photos. I'm going to go ahead and link the profiles and accounts that provided me with these photos. The inspiration for this collection is skin tones. Like, I want to say nude. Nude is the theme here as far as the lip colors and the nail polishes go. There is an eyeshadow palette, but it's definitely nude, skin tone, your lip but better. That's the vibe and the inspiration for this collection here. There is one beautiful new quad in the collection here. This is number 58, Intensity or Intensité. This is a limited edition, of course, and this palette here has a beautiful combination of soft velvety mattes and satin. I will go ahead and provide timestamps because what I will do is break down the whole collection, do a tutorial, and then at the end I'll do some swatch comparisons with some previous items. The palette is the same buttery, creamy velvet texture as always, but we'll go ahead and do a full review later on. Now, the lips. This is a whole lip collection. This is the Rouge Allure lipstick line. So this is a classic bullet lipstick, and these ones here, what's fabulous is that they all have this gorgeous click like this, and this is how you retract the lipstick. It's very fresh, very Chanel. So the Rouge Allure line exists already, it's not new. They just added an extensive lip collection. Now there are some shades that are limited edition. If there is a little star next to it, that means it's limited edition, it's one shot, but the rest are here to stay. This lip collection, you guys, if you enjoy a nude lip, this is for you. There is a nude lip, I want to say for everyone. I mean, maybe not everyone, but for most people, there is a your lip but better. You can go with like the classic, very pale, like if you're very pale, you can get one that matches you. If you have a deeper skin tone, you can get one that matches you. You can mix and match. You can go for something deeper for the fall. Like, listen, the lip category here is stunning. It's impeccable. It's the same creamy, buttery, satiny lip product from the Rouge Allure line, so it's gorgeous. The three colors that I got personally are 196 at Demit-Mot, $198 Nuance, and 211 Subtil. Of course, for me, it isn't really a collection unless there's nail polish involved. I love nail polish, I love doing my own manicure, and I love Chanel manicures. I love their nail polishes, I just think they're great. I really enjoy spending my money on it and doing my own nails. Now, here we have gorgeous, gorgeous nail colors that match and correspond with the lipsticks. So if you want to be matchy-matchy, you can. But in the nail polish collection, we also have a nude, natural, neutral nail color for every skin tone. From very fair to deep and dark, there's everything for everyone. It's so gorgeous. I picked up 3 shades, and unfortunately, These nail polishes are one shot. They're limited edition. I know. I wish it wasn't, but unfortunately it is. So the 3 shades that I picked up are 945 Emotion, (947 Désir). (957 Impulsion). I wanted some nudes, I wanted neutrals, I wanted colors going into fall and colder months, even though this is the fall collection. Personally, it does not feel like fall at the moment, but in the next 3 months, it definitely will feel like fall. So as you can see, I've done myself an eclectic manicure here to test out these nail colors. I'll go ahead and what I'll do is on my community tab, in 7 days, I'll provide photos and I'll let you know how these have worn after 7 days. So this was the most efficient way I could think of reviewing all 3 nail colors at once. And from just the swatching that I did with the Scotch tape, they all applied really nicely. They were all pretty opaque. This is 2 coats that I've done here. I did a base coat, 2 coats, and a top coat here. They're not streaky, they're very rich, very creamy. It's the same wand applicator, it's the same Chanel nail color, but just these beautiful limited edition nude skin tone collection here. If you're a collector, if you're a lover, this may be a run, don't walk situation. And of course, I will provide some swatch comparisons with some of these nail polishes because some of them do look similar to some previous ones. And last but not least, I picked up the new mascara. The mascara is not limited edition. This is just a new addition to the brand. But what's really interesting is that there is a click component. This opens like a Rouge Allure lipstick. You have to click the top to open up the wand. So this is fun. It's very fancy. So I picked this up as well because it's a mascara. I can always use a mascara. In this collection as well, there is a new waterproof eyeliner, like one of these eyeliners here. It's a steel metallic silver gray blue. It's not a bad color, but I just have no idea what it's doing with this palette here. Like this palette does not, to me, it doesn't need like a steely gray blue liner. So I skipped the liner. I went with just the palette here, but I think the eyeliner is also limited edition. So if you want to get it, go ahead and get it. But for me, I'm going to stick with like a classic black eyeliner. So that is the breakdown of the collection here. I am wearing a full face of Chanel Beauty. If you're curious about what I'm wearing, just go ahead and look in the description box. I've listed off everything that I'm wearing. And for brevity, I did my face first, which I never do, but I thought it would be easier to just do face first and then just do my eyes here on camera with you. Hi, it's me from the future. I forgot to mention, a few days ago, Michelle Wong and I did a collaboration video where we talked about our top 10 Chanel beauty recommendations. And if you are watching this video today, I suspect you would enjoy this content as well. So I'm going to leave a link for that down below in the description box. Enjoy. Now for my eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and use 2 makeup brushes. These are some of my favorite makeup brushes ever. This is the Chanel 200 dual-ended and retractable brush. So there are 2 brushes here. It's 2 for the price of 1. You get a fluffy brush here for blending, and then you get one here just to pat on eyeshadow. It's really great. And then the second one here is more for defining and contouring. This is 201. So this, you can see it's more pointed, it's more tapered, and you get a pencil brush here. I love these brushes. I think they're phenomenal and they're just really easy to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and use them today. I'm going to go ahead and use my #1 lip and cheek balm here, or lip and cheek tint. This is #2 Healthy Pink, just to hydrate my lips. I will remove it when I do my lip swatches, but I just want to hydrate my lips a little bit for the moment. To begin, I will go into this color here. It's a nice soft matte with my fluffy brush here. My eyelids have been primed. I'm using the NARS eyeshadow primer. Sorry, Chanel, but NARS makes a better primer. So I'm just going to load up my brush here, tap off a bit of excess. This first color here is very soft. It feels like the exact same texture and quality from previous Chanel palettes here. So this, I would say it's like a light, soft, velvety, almost like a lilac purple color to it. It's really lovely. I love purple shadow. And what I'm the most happy about is that there is no red eyeshadow. I, had a moment where all we could see was red eyeshadow from Chanel. So I'm very happy to see just something different, just a little bit of variety is nice. And then I'll just take whatever's left on the big fluffy side here and just sweep it under the bottom lashes. I apologize if you can hear construction noises. I don't know if you can or not. I can't always tell when I'm recording. It's more in the post-production that I can tell. But it appears as though the construction holiday is finished in Montreal, so they picked up where they left off. All right, now I'm flipping over and using this side here in this color, and I'm just going to pack it onto this brush here, like that. And then I'm just going to sweep it onto this lid. This is a beautiful color. It gives me cool. It's like a cool toned taupey purple. It's really pretty. I like that this color, or this palette here, has this cool toned silvery taupe and then this gold. So you get cool and warm at the same time. It's really nice. I feel like we've seen so many red shadows, but not enough cool tone shadows. So it's nice that this is here. And as you can see, it's a beautiful shimmer, but it's not like a sparkle. It's not a chunky glitter. So if you have more mature eyes, or if you just are not a fan of like high glitter disco ball, rest assured, I think you will really enjoy this palette here. Ooh, it's so pretty. I almost wish that this shadow existed as a single because I would purchase it. It's just gives me just enough cool toned, little purple, it's just really pretty. So now I'm just going to go back into this side here and just blend softly. I did notice a little bit of fallout. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up, but it's no big deal. Normally I would do eyes first, but I just went a little bit different today. So now I'm gonna go into my more defined contouring brush and going into the deep matte here. I'm just going to put some on my brush like this. Now this one is definitely darker, so I'm just going to place it in the outer corner here. This one gives like a deeper, richer purple, like eggplant. Just placing it on the outer corner here. And then I'm going back into the big fluffy brush here just for blending. And this way you can control how much color you add, so it's not as intense. And what is left on the brush here, I'm just going to sweep it under the bottom lashes, just act as eyeliner. If you have purple plummy eyeliners, like if you have Prune Intense or Cassis or any purple plummy eyeliner, I think this would work really nicely. You would just lean into the purple eggplant color that we're working with here. Okay, so I think this is the eyeshadow look that I want. I'm tempted to go into the gold shadow here. I will use my little pencil brush and just tap a little bit of gold, maybe just here. It definitely will change the look a little bit, but I'm just curious and I just want to play with all the colors. Now, when you pick up a palette, you do not have to use all colors at once. If you find that overwhelming, just remember, just because there are 4 colors does not mean you need to use all 4 at once. I think the gold shadow here is a little bit more intense in the shine, but again, it's not like a chunky glitter. It's still very soft and beautiful. And I don't know, I like mixing both colors together. You do get a different effect when you layer both of them. So it's up to you at home how you choose to play with this. I did go ahead and fix a little bit of the fallout. What I did is, this is the brush that comes with the Complexion Touch. I used the shade 30 as concealer, so I just went ahead and touched up a little bit like this. I didn't add any more product on the brush. I just used what was residually left. So for the liner, I'm gonna go into number 88. It's just like a classic black liner. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a thin line on the top here and in the waterline as well. Okay, now let's go into the brand new mascara here. So again, it clicks like this, so fresh. And what I do is I pull it out and then I just give it a spin to coat the wand here. The wand is very thin and long as well. It's different than the volume. I will show the difference side by side in a second here of the wands, but I think this one does give some similarities. I'll go ahead and finish up and then I'll be able to finish my thoughts. This wand is very good for getting the little lashes under the eyes here because it is much thinner. It almost feels like rectangular in shape. It doesn't feel round like the regular volume. It's a little bit different. This is the regular volume wand, and then this is the new red mascara. I think it's called the red mascara. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's called Noir Allure. So again, Allure because it has the click top here, and it's a black mascara. I would say it's good for lengthening. Like if you want lots of length, it's good, but I don't know if it's any better than the volume. Like the volume is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. And the more I look at my lashes, I'm like, they look really well defined and really well curled. But I just feel like the volume is just such a great mascara. Like this is really good. It just did not replace the volume mascara personally. All right, let's move on to the lips. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this and let's get some swatches going. First, let's go into 196 at Demit-Mot. Listen, if this is not my lip but better, I don't know what is. It feels so buttery, so creamy. It's the exact same great quality of the Rouge Allure lipsticks. These are pretty long wearing. Listen, it's not a tattoo. It won't last you 12 hours without retouching, but it does withstand eating and drinking. It's so creamy, it's so buttery, and the color, like look at this color. It's so pretty, so gorgeous, so nude in like the best way. It kind of matches like this nail polish here. So it's a really cute little look to match your nail polish to your lip color. I think it's so gorgeous. I'm so happy with this one. Again, this is number 196 at Demit-Mot. Moving on to 198, Nuance or Nuance. what is there to say? Look at how pretty this is. Look at how pretty. I feel like this one sort of pulls more of the plummy, purpley, a little bit of a cool toned note in this. It's like a berry, but I think it just pulls more in the shadow here. It's like a nice combination, a nice match of the eyeshadow with this one here, 198. It's really pretty. It's definitely a bit darker, a bit deeper. In the fall, this is going to look so pretty. I love this collection. Like, if you are new to my channel, I talk a lot about Chanel, but if you've watched me for some time, you know that there have been some launches that I'm like, guys, I'm not interested. This one here, I think is gorgeous. All the nudes everywhere, the eyeshadow palette, I think it's stunning. Like, this is a run, don't walk situation. I love it head to toe. I think it's like so classic Chanel. I think it's just going back to its roots. I love it so much. So I love this color. I have to take it off to swatch again, but I'm just gonna like live in the moment for a second just to appreciate the lip color a bit more. Last but not least, we have 211 Subtil or Subtle. Is warmer. It gives me that like 90s supermodel makeup look. So pretty. Listen, I love this collection. I think it reminds me a lot of the 90s. All the nudes for some reason. I think if the palette was completely matte, that would just make it extremely 90s, but I just love this color. It has almost like brown in it. It's a bit more warm, maybe like a little hint of like a brick red. I think the only issue you're going to find is deciding which lip colors to get, because they're all great in my opinion. They're all Rouge Allure, there's no matte. It's all this satiny, creamy finish, but it's not a gloss. It's just like a classic bullet lipstick. Okay, so let's do some swatch comparisons with the eyeshadow here with number 58, Intensité, and Warm Memories. When I saw photos of this, I was like, I've seen this before. Let's go ahead and swatch it next to Warm Memories that came out like spring 2-3 years ago. As a refresher, this is Warm Memories. On top we have the new palette and the bottom is Warm Memories. You know, at first when I saw the photos online, I was like, oh, this is the same, but it's actually different. You can see some similarities with, you know, some of the hues, but I think the like Warm Memories is like a deeper purple, whereas the new palette is softer and more cool up here. It's less shimmery, like the satin is less intense. So even if you have Warm Memories and you get this new palette, you're not going to get like that weird makeup regret. Not makeup regret, but like makeup regret in the sense where you get duplicates. This is not a duplicate, so rest assured you can get this new palette and it will offer some nuance and some new shades here. I think personally the one that I'm the most excited about is that satiny, slightly taupey mauve. I think it's really pretty. The whole palette is really pretty. It's the exact same great quality as before, so it's really great. Now, something I want to test out with some Scotch tape here is my beautiful new red nail polish Désir next to Rouge Noir, because at first I was like, wow, these look identical, like it's the same thing, but actually it's really not. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Rouge Noir and then Désir. So Rouge Noir is over here. Like when I think of Rouge Noir, I think of this super deep red wine color, but this is Désir. This over here, this is Désir, the new shade. It's much darker, it has more brown. So if you have Rouge Noir, I would say it's more red, more of a red wine type of color, whereas Désir is going to have more brown in it and it's even darker. So if you're a vampy dark nail polish wearer, like this color here, this Désir, it will be so lovely as a pedicure. That's a beautiful color. So if you have Rouge Noir, you can go ahead and order Désir. It's not gonna be the same thing. But I thought it was the same thing. When I saw these, I was like, two of the same? No, not at all. I also want to compare number 957 Impulsion because it looks like this one Particulière. This is, well, actually now that I see them, they're really not the same. But this is Particulière here and this is Impulsion. But when I saw these, I was like, oh, those look like neutral, like brown colors. But let's just do some swatches. So this is very different. This is Particulière, way more cool tone, and this is Impulsion, more of like that classic like chocolate brown. I think if you like Particulière, you'll like Impulsion in like the neutral brown, very natural colors. The nail polishes, I think they're all great. It's really going to come down to your personal taste and preference, like how nude do you want it? Do you want to be like your exact skin tone? Or do you want some color difference? I personally don't like when my nail polish matches my skin tone too much. I need some color variance, but all three colors that I got are gorgeous in my opinion. They are very creamy. They're not streaky when I swatch them, and when I applied them, they weren't streaky either. But I think I've already stated how much I love Chanel nail polishes. Let me just finish off my look here with a bit of fragrance. I'm going to do something a little bit unconventional. This is a fall release, but it's August and it's warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of Chanel Les Eaux. This is the number 5 L'Eau, and it's an all over body spray. So it's number 5, but it's fresher, it's zestier, it's more citrusy. It's a really light, youthful take on number 5, and it's an all over body spray, so you can just mist yourself very liberally. And then I'm going to add just a touch of Allure Eau de Parfum. Now Allure for me is a very fall fragrance. It's a bit more gourmand. We have some vanilla, I think there's a bit of musk. It's also a little bit citrusy, and it's definitely a little bit heavier, a little bit more woody. It's also sweeter. There's some peach in here, so it's a bit more of like that comforting, cozy fall perfume. And I just think mixing these together will just find a nice balance. I think the peach is going to come out more, and then mixing it with number 5 L'Eau will just lighten it up and freshen it up. Sometimes I do like to layer my perfumes. I know it's an interesting take, but go ahead and try it at home. You'll see that it actually it complements each other very nicely, where it kind of finds a balance somewhere between the light, airy body spray here and the more cozy Allure fragrance. There's a nice balance. So what is there left to say? I think the only item that I'm not like over the moon with is the mascara. It's a perfectly fine mascara. I do think that it curls a lot. Like if you want a curling mascara, this curls a whole lot, and it definitely separates and lengthens. It's just that the classic volume mascara, in my opinion, is so great. I don't know if this has, it definitely has not replaced the volume. So if you're in the mood for trying something new, like it's not a bad mascara, you're not going to be disappointed. It's just, in my opinion, it did not dethrone the volume. Just saying that. Everything else, I mean, what is there to say? I think the eyeshadow is gorgeous. It's really light. It's definitely going to please a lot of the classic Chanel clients. I know a lot of you don't want like super tacky shimmer. You want to look like you're wearing makeup, but you don't want someone to be like, ugh, she's wearing makeup. You know what I mean? So I think this is hitting all the receptors. I think it's going to be perfect for fall. I think it's going to be a really beautiful palette. The nail polishes and the lipsticks. Like if you enjoy a nude lipstick, this collection is for you. There were so many gorgeous colors, like so many. And I'm really pleased that they've extended the lip collection, that more people can have these colors and have like their perfect nude. And there are some beautiful colors. Like this is it's kind of a neutral color, but it's not My Lip But Better. But there are just these beautiful rich colors for the fall season. I'm so happy. And of course, nail polish, you already know how much I love the nail polish, so I won't say anything else. But anyway, I wanted to thank Julia. She's the counter manager at Holt Renfrew in Montreal. She helped me out with all the swatches and the products here. So she's in Montreal. If you're in Canada, I'm sure you can do some shopping with her. Just message her and, you know, Canada Post, send it by the mail. That's what I do sometimes. But I actually went in and ran into the store to get my collection to be able to post my video here with you guys. But yeah, I am so happy with this collection. It's beautiful. I know that the lipstick and nail polish collection is extensive, but I also find it minimalistic. I know it's maybe contradictory, but I just find there's only one eyeshadow palette. You know, there's not like a million different things, and I'm a sucker for nail polish, so I'm very happy to see such an extensive collection. I do wish that they would have them permanent, but maybe they will, maybe they won't. I think it's just a one shot. So if there are any colors that you really want, don't wait. This is not a situation to wait around, especially like Désir. If you like these super dark, almost black, but like a hint of something, this is definitely for you. I like all of these colors. That's why I got them, because they're so pretty, and just, I think they're going to be very like basic, but in a good way, like an elevated classic for the months to come and years to come. I can use these. So yeah, that's the Chanel Fall 2022. If you're new to my channel, I hope you take the time to subscribe. I have a series on my channel called Beauty History, where I take a deep dive into the legacy of different fashion houses and beauty houses. I've done Chanel, I've done Dior, I've done Givenchy, I've done Louis Vuitton. What else have I done? Hermes. A lot of them. So anyway, there's a new episode coming on Friday because I post a video the first Friday of the month. That's the beauty history one. So there's one coming up shortly. And on that note, I think that's it for today. So thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.